Hey guys, Mrs. Whitmer here. I am out at Canyon Country Reptiles. Right now I'm in the snake room upstairs. So I'm just going to kind of do a scan and let you know all of these containers, well, minus that one. That one's empty. All of these containers have snakes in them. Most of them ball pythons. We've got a couple of them that have something else in it. Here's Mr. Whitmer. Ah, he's holding one right now. This is actually a baby Burmese python. I'm talking baby, guys. This thing will get upwards of 20 feet long, so this is a baby right now. His name is Sinatra because of his bright blue eyes. Maybe a little bit harder to see in camera. All right, but as you can see, as I go around the room, this is a pretty small room. As I just rotate through, though, every one of these containers has snakes in them. All right. All right, let's go ahead and Mr. Whitmer can come over here. Maybe we can show you a couple other ball pythons, and then we'll head downstairs to show you what we have. So this rack over here, this is our adult females. These are of breeding age. Actually, let me cross over here. Sorry. Let's get out some. These ones are babies. These are hatchlings just from this year. So why don't we choose? I don't care. Which one do you want to pick? Just pick one here we can kind of show you something cool. Some of these we do have that we have access to places that Mr. Whitmer can sell these online, and we ship them all over the country. So this right here is what we call an Enchi Spider Calico. And this is a female, and this is a hatchling from this year. As you can see, really cool pattern on there. All right. So not all of them are going to look exactly like this. They're going to have a lot of different colors on them. They can have light and dark, no pattern. I seem to really like those kinds. Yeah, there we go. Look at, even with the light, it's hard to see. So this is an all white ball python, and with a lavender looking head there. Very cool. This is what we call a super Mojave is what it is. All right. Let's move up to one a little bit, just a little bit bigger, maybe. Want to even up top there. So one of our future videos, I'll show you guys and explain some cool things that he does with his records and how he keeps track of things. It's pretty neat. But this one is still from this year, but an earlier hatch date. So you can see how quickly they grow. This ball python here. Very cool. All right. Let me pause here for a second. We'll get another one out for you. Okay, guys. This is another ball python and maybe about a year and a half old. It's actually called a banana. So if you look at bananas, when they start to get like those brown spots and stuff on it, as these guys get older, they start to get more brown spots on it. So you can see as they start to grow, they don't grow at a super fast rate, but this one is, as a year and a half, almost 2 years old, considerably larger than that first snake that we showed you. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get out. I'll show you some of the males or the females that are of breeding age, the size that they are. All right, guys. Very awesome. This is what we call a black pastel pied ball python. This is what you're going to see, a little smaller than full grown. She might get a little bit bigger than this because the females will get larger than the males. But how pretty is she? She's considerably larger than that last one that we showed you. But there you go. She's really pretty. She likes to get out and move around when she feels the warmth of him. But lots of white on that. I think they're so neat looking. I like these types. So, all right, so that's our ball python room. We're going to go downstairs and I'll show you some of the really cool animals we have down there. All right, guys, we're going to start off big right here for you. See what you can see and what you think that is. All right, we got 2 American alligators in a very large size. I guess we're going to call it calf trough is kind of what it is. Perspective wise, you might not really be able to see the size of these guys. We'll give you a show. What do you think of that? There we go. That's our female. That's a female. This is Jasmine. She's pretty much telling me to get out of her space is what she's doing. She'll give us a nice little show and sound. If I don't back up or if I start to come a little bit closer to her, she'll make more sound at me. It's a little bit harder. I might go out around and show you. See if we can see the other male that's down underneath. It's a little bit harder to see in the water, but that's Wally. So yeah, here in our tiny little town, we've got awesome alligators in the basement. How fantastic is that? See how well you can see from out here. So we've got like this viewing thing. Here's these wooden slats to look through like a window, and you can climb up on a chair to be able to see down in there. But there's our pretty girl that was giving us noise. There. And Wally is down under there, under the water. He's under that well enough that he's a little bit harder to see. All right, we'll keep moving on to some other cool ones we've got. All right, guys, we're going to show you here. This is a timber rattlesnake. So you're required to have permits for these in Pennsylvania, which my husband got when it was time to, I'd say tag it. It's not actually tagged per se with anything, a tracker or anything on it, but he had to get a license to be able to have this one. There he goes. For the most part, he's gotten somewhat used to being in a cage as like this, and he's not very super aggressive with us. He'll rattle at us on occasion when we go by, but for the most part, he's got a pretty good temperament. Alrighty. Hey guys, you can kind of see down in there, this is a water monitor. Maybe a little bit difficult through the wire, you can see, but she's still quite young. She will get upwards of 7.5 to 8 feet long when she's full grown, so we're going to have fun watching her grow over the next few years. Okay, here's our next. Now this isn't a reptile, but it's one of those cool creepy crawly things that a lot of reptile lovers still like too. This is a rose-haired tarantula. I got this out and held it in my hand one time. That was enough for me. I'm not exactly fond of spiders, but I have gotten myself quite a bit more used to them since being around them here. And there's some really cool, fascinating things about these guys. I might even do a whole video just on spiders because they are really cool, really interesting. Hey guys, meet Chomper. This is our African spur-thigh tortoise. He's being given spinach today, and he's being a little picky. It looks like he did maybe finally chomp on a little bit of it, but this guy will eat greens and greens and greens like you would not believe. And we've had him for quite some time. We're estimating he's right about 20 years old right now, and he is going to live to be upwards of 80 years old. So we've joked about the fact that my kids have to plan on taking care of this guy after we're not able to any longer, but he's going to be around with us for a while. In the summer, we take him outside. He's got a cool pen out there that he likes to be in. So, pretty fascinating. He's not too impressed with us right now, but he's pretty cool when he comes out and gets moving around too. There he goes. Alright guys, so this is our third alligator. I accidentally, when I was showing you the other ones in her pen, said the wrong name. This one here is Jasmine. The one up front is Angel. She's a little bit bigger. So this one here is still in a smaller container by herself. She's not able to be with the two larger ones. She's one that we still will get out on occasion when we can. If we go to presentations, she's about at her max level of where we can do that, because she's working on 4.5 to 5 feet long for us, and she's getting herself pretty smart where she knows when we're coming at her to get her out of here. And they're very territorial. They don't like to leave their enclosures. But there's our Jasmine. This is one of the newest fellows that we had. This was actually my daughter and her boyfriend had these guys as a pet. There's another one down underneath there. These are chinchillas. And where they were at in their apartment at college, they weren't allowed to have them anymore. So we're taking care of them, kind of growing on us. We thought we would find them a new home, but it seems that my mother-in-law really seems to like them. So it's possible that they might stay with us, but how cute is that? Super soft hair too. Very, very neat animals. Alrighty. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this for a minute. We'll move on to, we got just a couple more to show you. Okay, guys, here we have 2 bearded dragons. These guys are actually for sale. They're moving around quite a bit in here, having a good time. I think they're catching reflection as I'm walking by and stuff, but they're super cool and active in right here right now. These guys make actually really good first-time pets because they're not really very of an aggressive animal. They don't take a lot to take care of them, but they do like fruits and vegetables, and they'll eat small bugs and like crickets and mealworms and things like that. But there we go. There's our bearded dragons. All right, here we have a common snapping turtle. All right. I will say to you guys, if you ever are to find a snapping turtle out, I do not want you picking it up and handling it or doing anything with it. This is Penny. She's usually got a pretty good temperament. She's hungry right now, so she's starting to give us a little bit of a little bit of a show. So she's ready to eat and thought that's what we were getting for her when we got her out. But she's pretty good. She's only, I'd say maybe 13, 14, 15 years old, maybe about in there. So this is a teenage snapping turtle. She will get much bigger than this. All right. Okay, so this is another snake that we have downstairs. This is one we commonly take out to do educational programs and things. This is a black rat snake, which can be found in Tioga County, believe it or not. This is just a different color phase. We are not able to legally own the common color phase that's found in the wild, which would be all black, but this is one that we are able to. So, believe it or not, we have a reptile. We have snake like this in our county that will get this size. Pretty cool. Very strong animal, likes to hunt, actively hunt. Likes to climb quite a bit too, climb trees. And this is full grown, about the size that they're going to get. Alrighty. Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap it up here. In future segments, I'm going to go ahead and we'll start talking maybe some science and genetics, and we'll get out and really give you some cool details. But that's an overview of what we've got down here in our shop. Of course, we've always got different things to feed these animals, and we have furry pets too. We have guinea pigs and things such as that, but those are some of the cool animals that we have down here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.